So how to determine when a season has shifted? I'm going to give you a short exhortation from 1 Kings 17. And this is where Elijah, he declares famine over the land. The Lord directs him into a ravine. He is fed by ravens twice a day. He has water, but surely sooner or later, the brook begins to dry up and the Lord gives him a word and instructs a widow to take care of him. So how can we discern when a season shifts in our lives? First, I think it's very important to note that power of life and death lie in your tongues. What do you have the faith for? What are you believing in God for your life? It doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Perhaps you're believing in God for financial provision, for marriage, for whatever the case is. Maybe there's something that you are believing and you have the faith for. Sometimes God will begin to shift things into your life so that you can transition into that new thing. And that shift may not always look the most comfortable. I know we always expect God to do things in our way and to make us feel comfortable as seasons are shifting, but that's not always the case. So how do you know when a season is shifting and you're transitioning into a new season? First thing is provision dries up. Okay. And provision doesn't always look like financial provision. It can be emotional provision. It can be security. It can be there's just something that was giving you a sense of comfort in one season that now is beginning to retreat, right? You have more closed doors in your face. You're trying to get certain job opportunities in a certain area and all these rejection. Perhaps you have more arguments or more unusual arguments and friction within your house, within a certain place that you are. There's just more friction and you start to see the resources drying up. So that's one way. The second way that you know that you're in a seasonal shift is complacency. Okay, so some of us are so comfortable where we're at, and there's going to be a time that something within you, you're like, I want more. And when you find yourself being comfortable for too long, prepare for a seasonal shift. And the third way that you can discern a seasonal shift is when you get a new word or instruction from the Lord. Some of us, we expect God to be the same. And yes, he is the same, but we expect him to just stay in the same thing. So some of y'all are like, yeah, but God, you told me to do this, or you gave me this instruction 5 months ago. And God's like, yeah, I gave you that instruction 5 months ago. That season is ended. The grace for that season is ended. I'm giving you something new. And he will constantly give you new manna and something new to look forward to. It's not stagnant. It's not stale. So those are just a few ways that you can discern when a season is shifted. I hope that this has helped you, and I'll see you guys later.